come up here. I forgot. I need to post a stream announcement. I normally do that before I do a little jump scare thingy, but alas, here we are. So let me just post that, just in case there are people on Discord waiting eagerly to hear that little announcement. I'm supposed to have a bot that does it. They just don't want to do it, so I'm still doing it. Good morning, Karazest, or for you it's probably your evening, but you know, it's morning for me, so hope you're doing well. I got like a crink in my neck. Sleeping was not so great today. Or last night, the kiddo woke up and just was screaming. Luckily, the wife took care of him, but you know, he was just a loud baby. So I was playing around with aces in the other scene, and I'm wondering, yeah, I think when you do aces, when you just change the post exposure back up, it looks way better. Maybe change this a little bit, so that's... There you go. Cool. So it's kind of funny. So, I mean, not for my wife, but for me, I heard him wake up, and then I thought he kind of like quieted down. So it's like, oh, you know, it was really good. He fell asleep all by himself. But turns out the wife had actually just got in there, and then spent like an hour there. And I guess I just fell asleep between the period of time that he was screaming. But yeah, I don't know what the moral of that story is. It's just a story, I guess. Okay, the other thing I wanted to check out. I just want to quickly check out. Do I have, when I go in here, create volume? Damn. So I was looking, like, what I wanted was some volumetric fog, but supposedly that's only in like they have it innately supported in the high definition render pipeline. Yes, poor wife. She is a hero. She just kind of takes care of all the night duties. Yeah, I was looking for fog. So I've done, I don't know if you caught the vid, Karazest, but basically I did a lot of changes yesterday involving the lighting and the tone mapping and stuff. It still might not be exactly where I want it. I feel like the flashlight's still pretty weak. Like you can still see stuff that's really close to you when you don't have the flashlight, but I feel like the flashlight doesn't quite go as far as I want it to. Right? Like I don't want or just maximize this for a second, right? Like I don't want people to have to strain their eyes. Not a fan of the harsh circle. Like you mean like when you get really close, how it's like really bright? So that's what I'm like trying to balance, right? Is that I'm not sure if that's exactly what you mean. I'm trying to balance the brightness and actually being able to see something far away. It's very strange how it works. What is going on here? Okay, so it's locked. At a perspective angle. That's weird. Okay. I think it's mostly up to global volumes at this point that I need to change. It's also annoying that it's like kind of hard to change some of these things without moving the mouse. The vignette shouldn't be doing anything. I wonder if I change this to 0. Well, that's worse. Oh, wait, no. What? Somehow I set that to actually there. Actually, I like that a lot more. You can definitely see better. Oh, like the, yeah. So you want it wider? I can probably make it a bit wider. I do still kind of want a little bit of the edges that you can see. Okay. Maybe we can make it bigger. Sure. Spotlight. Probably change it actually up to like 75 once. 75 and 30. Really annoying thing about doing all these changes at runtime is give some dogs the Tritos. So yeah, my goal kind of is like I kind of want to barely be able to see the distance, but I want to be able to see it, right? Like you should be able to see that like there's a box there. So full name is Matilda, right? So it's Matilda. Oh wait, no, I spelled that wrong. Matilda. I've added an extra O. That's how you spell her actual name, and then I just say Maddie a lot, right? Or Maddie. There we go. Yeah, but her full name is Matilda. She's a good girly, aren't you? Yeah, you can kind of pronounce it either way, but I figure since the origin is Matilda, it should be Matty and not Maddie. I really hate that range effectively does nothing. Like, I set this to 90 range, and I feel like it literally has changed nothing about how powerful this light is. So it kind of bothers me there. Range 90. Yeah, I'm just gonna make it like 40. It's like okay, doesn't do anything. You'd think that there'd be like a fall off or something. But okay, alas, no such thing. Okay, so a few things I just want to do. While I remember it, global. Volume here. So I changed contrast to 0. And then What is the tint? How does the tint actually come into play here? Not really. What does the clamp do? Oh, these are red. This is bloom, which is not really coming into play right now. Hey, okay. Thanks for eating a biscuit. At one point, I really should like. I need to like if I knew how to make a bot better, I would definitely make a bot that let's see what that did. I would definitely make a bot that counted how many times people have eaten biscuits. But I don't really know how to make bots, so probably got to be something though you can set up, because it'd be cool to see, like, especially like over several months or even a year or something, like how many biscuits have people eaten, just because I put that little redeem there. Just trying to play around with these until I get something. What other? Well, actually, that might be something. Can I adjust the shadows? In a way. That the brighter. Right, so you kind of adjust it so that the darks only get so dark. I do kind of like that. So obviously with this, when it's off, you still can't really see anything. But like, that has definitely done a lot, I think. Okay, so let's do that to the actual real one. Shadows. I think I went like 2. Oh, the person that does feed Doggo the most? Yeah. Did I have an achievement for never turn on your flashlight and see if people can do it? God. That is dark. What are you thinking about this level of open to for the flashlight, Karazest? Is this good enough, or is this still giving you motion sickness? I hate the font. I don't hate the font. I hate the color of the material, because it just reacts differently to the light for some reason. Like when you get really close, it just gets like really shiny, and I hate it so much. I don't want it to be this shiny. It's weird because I can go like to this one, it's fine, but then like Sometimes it like it just like it appears as this. This is like right at this point. Why does it do this? Yeah, that's one of the things I did yesterday. Everything we just like there's a value called smoothness on the materials, and I threw that down a lot. So it's a lot better. It looks so much nicer now. Now that it's not doing that. But yeah, I can't get the letters are a different type of material, and thus they're kind of annoying. Oh, what? Ah, Joseph. No one invited you here. You were not requested. Yeah. Yeah, it is. It's a crazy difference, right? Like how much it just looks way better with the lighting there. All right. So you actually have to remember the values that I set in Spotlight here. So 30 and 70. I think that was really the change. I also made it important. I don't know if that really makes a difference, but I'm gonna change that too. FPS player. Kind of funny, like I call it FPS because it's like a first-person view, but like obviously first-person FPS is first-person shooter. But I don't actually know how the context of like Destroy. I call it first-person player. I don't know because he doesn't shoot. You're gonna be very weak in this game. I think I said it was 30 and 75. That was the values I set. Thought I might want to. I also want to try to change the color a little bit. I think it shouldn't be a blue light. It should be more like, you know, other sounds. Yeah, FPP, first person player. I mean, so I already have player here. I mean, I could just first person scare. You need another Trito, Matty. She's like looking at me and going, You deserve the Trito. Yes, you do. You do deserve the Trito. You're a good doggo. Okay. First person perspective. Yeah, I guess. That also would work. It's kind of like a pointless renaming. I don't really need to rename it. I understand what FPS means in this context, so it's kind of what I'm just going to go for. In this scene, I'm looking at it, and now it looks too blue. I wonder... Color filter. Can I... Yeah, I kind of want to make it a little bit more on this side. Just ever so slightly. I think I like this better than the blue. Can I copy this color? Add a new preset, and then I want to go to I don't even have a color filter in that one. Set it back to this. Okay. There we go. I was thinking back to the fog again. And one thing I really should look into is whether or not I should just be doing, oh wow, that's maybe that's too much of a filter. Oh no, it's just a flashlight that I did. Okay, so the filter color I think is fine. I think I changed the flashlight to be a slightly different color, and I probably overdid it. Spotlight. Yeah, let's make it like not so that. I want it a little bit more in the warmer spectrum, but there we go, that's better. I think that's better. So then, like, when you turn it off, it still looks really dark and blue, but then you actually get a different kind of color view when you actually have the flashlight on. It definitely looks better. Okay. So I set this, and then just gotta copy this. 5804. Nifty Flare. 5844. 5804, and then what's that? Okay, so that should be fine. Next question was whether or not I wanted to like spend any time at all trying to fix this stupid text. It's just so annoying because it's like it's a thing that is everywhere in my game, right? So it's such a high visibility thing that if it looks off, it's like really apparent that it's off, right? That's what I'm not sure about. It's not doing any lighting or anything like that. Yeah. If I click on edit this, is this an actual shader? Oh no, they put this all in a graph. It's kind of funny that I've gotten to the point with shader code that I almost prefer the code versus these graphs. I'm just not used to these. Just trying to see if there's a section. Okay, so as I evaluate the light. Composite custom function. This is actually even custom function. SDF functions. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know enough about what all this thing is doing to say if I could fix it all. But I could do is Unity URP text mesh pro lit shader. Okay, I mean, it's just saying to use the render properly, scaling information. Sure has the suffix SSB. Right, no, wrong section. Okay. Does that? Oh. No, okay, this is the problem. Isn't it? Oh wait, but I can turn on lighting? Right, okay, so... Oh, there we go. That's... more kind of what I want. It feels like it's just black now though. Like it just doesn't have any color. But, you know, I kind of want to take the... I might take that more than other things. I have to make this like white so that it takes the color properly. It's weird because it's got like an indent. Almost. But changing the color there, I don't know. Okay, yeah. I'll see you in a bit, Karazist. But still, yeah, I think it's just not showing because it's so dark that it just blends in with this not showing. But only I understood some of these things. Color gradient, override tags. None of this helps me. Nope. Joseph. I didn't request you being here, okay? No, you're voice. Okay, man. What voice? Like the damaging voice? Well, I did put it up to a vote, and people decided that they wanted the male sounds over the female sounds. So, this is what we get. So the distance SSD, I feel like it just doesn't. I feel like it doesn't really take into account lighting. Right, like that's obviously still lit. If I do this at 0 though, what does this? Yeah, it's still obviously. Joseph, leave me alone, Joseph. I'm trying to work. Amount. No. Offset. Changes nothing. Width. Width of the lighting. Yeah, if I turn this off. Yeah, they're just always on. They don't seem to have any relationship to the lights, but this is still probably the best one I got. It's just it does weird things. Alright, he's coming through the door, isn't he? Yeah, okay. It's so weird because it looks fine most of the time. It's just like when you get like at a certain angle, it like fades out more than the other one does. And that's what I don't like. If I could fix that part, if I could realize what is causing any of this to happen, I would be happy. Joseph. This is what it looks like without a flashlight. Let's actually wait. Wait. Oh, so it wasn't even like actually turning off here. It was that as I turned away from it, it like turned gray. Why? Is it because this was gray? If I change that to black. I mean, it's black now when I get close to it, but it's always black. Yeah, if I change it to white, like it looks fine at a close distance. At a specific distance, it kind of looks fine, but then as soon as you turn it off, it's... Oh, wait, no, it switched back to SSD. I thought I switched it. This is how it looks like without the flashlight. Yeah, basically I want to fix it looks like this. Here's negative. No, it doesn't let me. Did I change one of these? And I think I got better, but oh, these I think I had to amp up, and it got a little bit better, but it didn't get great by any means. No. Basically, the real thing that I want is that they should just be dark. I kind of wonder if I could just get away with setting them to be Text Mesh Pro, SRP, unlit, and then just actually have the proper color. I don't understand why this color overrides. It's okay, Manny. Is it supposed to be like 0? So that's like dark now, right? So now do I need to like change it to like a very dark thing? No, but then it does this. Why would it do this? I don't understand why it gets gray. As I go away from it, you know? That's weird. If I were just playing, though, like playing distance field. The problem is that now it's actually just black. For those, I'll have to see how I want to set the tone. I'm mostly thinking that the character player is gonna kind of be voiceless. As I just wanted them not to be like it lets the player kind of assign their own, you know, feelings to it. Okay, well, I mean, yes, again, this is black. I said like it's just because it's black. Alright, if I change this, I don't know how this is supposed to look. That's kind of another thing. So it looks fine when you actually have lighting, but then when you don't have lighting, it for some reason decides that, oh, I'm going to be white now. which is kind of annoying. And the surface no longer works due to the new render pipeline. I guess none of these work either. I like reset this to whatever, I don't know. Okay, I don't know why those are the default values. You'd think that these would be, this vertex color would allow you to kind of override some things here, but feels like not. Yeah, it's just things like this that I really don't want, because literally you can't even see the thing anymore, right? I just wish I had a way of controlling that. I think when I bump these things up, at least got a little bit better. I'm somewhat tempted to just make this like, okay, if I go Text Mesh Pro, SRP, unlit, just leave it black. It can just be black little things. So as soon as I go away, right, it just kind of fades in the darkness. They can just be black letters, you know, and I might even go and change selected something I didn't want to select. Label. I think it was label that I wanted. Selecting some of these just like lags the game for some reason. Yeah, I mean, I guess you could at least have like something saying that, like some heavy breathing when, especially like after something happens. But what the? Why is this game? I don't understand why you've frozen for this long. game gonna spawn it all now? Okay. Maybe? Oh god. I'm trying to do things. I really want to know why it lags the engine so much. Just clicking on some of these things. It really shouldn't. I think it's actually on this. Sign lines. I think it's this one. It's probably gonna lag again. Just looking at this. Oh, I can't change. Yeah, I don't know if I want to change that because it does have different sign colors, but I could just make this like black. Right? Have all the door lines be black. It's just like that's what this area looks like, you know. Doesn't look bad, half bad. I'm not a huge fan of the font still, but I probably need to stop caring about this as much as I am doing right now. I want to see if I change this to squares though. Squares better. I feel like squares is a little bit better. Let's just look at some other doors. I need to line it, but I think it fits a little bit more in the aesthetic. So I'm gonna do squares. I'm gonna do a quick little alignment on sci-fi door, and then I'm leaving this because I cannot go more insane looking at this thing. It's gonna kill me. Okay, what? I thought I locked it. Lock. There we go. Okay. We just need to move it. What just happened? Oh, did I just move the whole door? What just happened? I wanted to move it. Why am I panning? I'm clearly trying to change. Oh, I have like the. I think I had the whole door selected. Okay, I also need to change this a little bit smaller now. Max is a little bit down. Let's just center it first. And then lower the max down a little bit more. Maybe lower it a little bit more. There we go. That's good enough. Okay. That's going to be my fix for now. Eventually, maybe I'll figure out how to make the door text look a little nicer, but until that day comes, I'm not going to bother, because holy jeez, was that annoying. And so now I'm going to go back to the things I actually kind of wanted to do. Stress monster. I really wanted to try to finish some of this. I'm actually okay with him not doing this. I think I like it when he spawns in exactly at 50%. I did actually finish this. I do need to kind of change these things, and then I want to add a visual effect to him, I think. So what I was thinking, I can do the visual effect first. In damage field, I was gonna make a volume. Which would be a post-process volume. Yeah. And okay, cool. By default, it's already kind of taking the sphere shape. And then I'm gonna make a new one. Damage field profile. Why does this look like different than the other ones? Just because it's like an override. How do I test this out? Could I go and save for a second? And then I go out of edit Joseph. I untick him. And then get out of this. If I set him next to the camera, I just want to see if he actually affects the camera. Because that's basically what I'm trying to make sure that he does. Right, so the idea should be that this should affect it somehow. Just need to add an effect. It's really obvious. Color grading. I don't know. I feel like this should be having an effect visually, but I'm not seeing anything. So maybe I need to do... What's the difference between volume and... local? So I have a different type of volume now, and a volume profile. If I go volume profile, maybe I don't want this. Didn't seem to do anything, so let's just see what, if I have global volume, and then I have Joseph's other volume now. Alright. Add an override. Post-processing. Lens distortion. See if... priority. Do I have to like up this priority? Because basically the global volume should be 0 priority. Is it like, does it take negative volumes first? No. I think higher priority would probably make more sense. I just need something that actually shows. Like, chromatic abrasion, intensity. So why am I not seeing this? Layer player. Do I have to make this the player layer? Or it accepts this? I feel like it's pretty much definitely not applying to whatever the camera is here. Main camera, trigger, flare. But so I would think now that this should be causing the effect. But maybe do I need to have like a camera? Does it need to have like a trigger volume or something? Or I need to have like a collider, like a little circle collider, or not a circle collider, a sphere collider. That's a trigger, so that they can get trigger overlaps or something. Do I even need like a rigid body that's kinematic or something? Here's none of that matters. Okay. Why though? Because like, okay, if I turn this off, it's not like this one starts to take effect now, right? Like, oh, Joseph sitting in there. Got a collider, it's a trigger, it's a radius. Local. I assume if I said global, it would start at flying. Yeah, okay. So, it does exist. It can apply. It's just it's not doing so. Okay, should not be moving this. That's all. I just want to like duplicate this for a second, and then turn Joseph off. I just want to make sure that, like, I wonder if this has to be like a runtime thing. Like, I feel like it shouldn't, but you know, still not affecting it. Let me do a Google. Unity URP local volume not applying to camera. Okay, so let's just read the documentation. It's always a global volume, box volume, sphere volume, convex mesh volume. Yeah, with the cameras within the bounds of the collider. Okay, yeah. It is. Runtime, your okay, so if I go right click here, I guess, well, not in play mode. Let's not do that in play mode. You go right click, volume, sphere volume. And it's just a sphere collider with a volume. Yeah, that's... That's pretty much exactly what I have. So this damage field should be applied. It's got a sphere collider. So in the scene, create a new box file. Okay, select the box file, profile, add overrides to the button. Yeah, if you have other volumes, change their value of the priority to ensure that the overrides from this volume have a higher priority than those of the other volumes. Yes. Okay, I've done that. Add or override, select post effect. In the collider component, adjust the size, in center properties, yeah, okay. Trigger box is checked. Now when the camera is within the bounds of the volume's box collider, URP use... Okay. I mean, it's nice that you say that, but I feel like it's quite clearly within the bounds right now. So does blend distance have anything to do with it? Oh. Well, that did something. What does blend... Did they say anything about blend distance? Oh, they have blend distance of 1. Set in here. Which seems weird. Okay. So why did 100 work? So 100 suddenly everything starts actually using it, but is it... Okay, and what if I did like 6? Doesn't do anything. I just always have blend volume distance 1. Set the priority up. Okay. Blend distance. The furthest distance of the volumes collider from the volumes collider, the URP starts to blend from value 0, meaning URP of ours. Immediately upon entry. This volume only appears when you select local. Yeah, okay. Okay, so no, this should be 0. But should I have this like attached to the player or something? Attached to the camera? There we go. Okay. So it actually has to do with this global volume has to be within a certain range of the player for some reason. Because now I bet you when I move this thing away, yeah. Okay. I wonder why that is. I want to kind of like reload the scene without saving because I've done a lot of bad things in here, I think. But I guess I can just reverse them. I don't think I need these sphere colliders. Seemingly. Okay, so the global volume just needs to be, I guess, attached to the camera for this stuff to take effect. It's for some reason referencing this guy's position rather than this guy's position. I mean, this might be the volume blending, but I did actually set this to this, which you would think then kind of negates that need, but I don't know. Still seems to be the case, so how am I gonna fix that? I guess I could check how it works in the actual game. I could just spawn in Joseph now and see if he does the stuff. I think I don't want this. Lens distortion, that might be kind of cool. I just want to first test this visually out, and then I will test it out in game to see if oh no, never mind. Kind of hoping this would be like a different thing. I think I'm thinking like it's thinking like fish lens, but I guess like you can get that with lens distortion. You just kind of have to do other stuff. You have to like constantly animate it or something, which I don't want to do. This is not what I want. Move. White balance, tone mapping, split tone. And I think honestly the chromatic abrasion is kind of enough. Like as soon as you enter there, you'll see this. The only one else I guess I would think about is lens distortion, but if I just do this, what's the -1 look like? Ooh, God, that's a little much. 0.5, 0.8, 0.2. Basically, I just want it to be very apparent visually when you enter that field that, like, this is not a good place to be, you know? I might try motion blur. It's kind of hard to test in here. Motion blur. I don't know, medium quality, intensity. I think I'd have to move the camera a little bit. I'm hesitant to do. But yeah, okay. We'll do a little bit of motion blur when we get in there. Try that. Okay, so save that. I guess I need to hide Joseph. I'm gonna hope that it works in the game view, basically. I never know. Never know if it'll work or not. We shall find out. Also, I need to 3x4. There we go. That should be 4x3, but oh well. Okay, so let's just get Joseph in here. I actually invited him this time. Okay, no, the visual effects aren't applying. Okay. So. Alright, Joseph's like in Game Manager now, isn't he? What I'm gonna do is... Oh crap, okay, well, that would make a difference too. I made all these changes locally. I didn't actually apply all of them. So let's go to Joseph, apply all, then disable it in there, and then go play. And we'll see. We'll see if it works. Maybe. Hopefully. Okay. Mod stress 50. Oh yeah, there we go. Yep. See, as soon as you enter that in, it's like, oh god, okay. Kind of makes me want to puke, which I guess is somewhat alright. And I'm loving it. The visuals look way better now. I'm even mostly okay with how the text looks there. Maybe a little too big, but God, that's so much better. Okay. Yep. Let's go deeper. There's Joseph. Oh God. I know what S is. H. 1, 2, 3, 4. Haha. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a lot of tabs. Ease. Nice. Just gonna practice a little bit. I just want to play a little bit to see what I'm doing here. So it's D. So it's G, and then I think it's S. Oh god. Oh no. Oh god. Ow. Ow. Steve. We weren't supposed to be here. It's too early for you to show up here. Come on, Steve. That's not cool. I was trying to figure out some code of thing. I think he lost me. But so G is oh no, wait, no. G is oh, there he is. Oh, good. Nice, I'll make it. Just quickly, what was G? Dash dash dot. Okay. Nice, how we get dash dash dot. Oh, of course. Of course, it's just a closet. Oh. Okay. You know, if he's gonna leave me alone, I'm gonna take this. Give me my wires. Burn them. I think he went. Oh shit! There he is. Okay. Let's just leave you be over there, eh? Okay. Now, lock myself in here. I wanna solve this one. So no, actually, it was D here. So I think it's D-U-U. Nope. Oh, it's okay. So that'd be, what is that one? K-U. Ah, sweet. It's like right up. Yep. Okay. My only real saving grace is that he loses track of me pretty quickly. Which is kind of surprising. I thought he would be a little bit better at that. But maybe I need to make him a little bit better in finding me. What the hell is you? I just literally listened to this one. Right? There we go. Slowly getting the letters. I know this one's No, okay, no, it's duh, duh, duh. There we go. I don't know what W is. So W is duh, duh, duh. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Coolio. K we found out was dash dot dash, right? Yeah. And then A is dot dash. And then W was dot dash dash. I'm just trying to practice a little bit right now. Dot dash dot. Oh, that's funny. I remembered. I was wondering why my stress wasn't going up, but I actually haven't set the values for the other levels. So only the first level actually has like passive stress at the moment. It's not going to be a permanent change, but I find I'm constantly. I don't know why I'm pressing F. I want to like press F now to grab things. So I'm pressing that instead of doing other reasonably smart, intelligent things. U was it dot dot dash? Yeah, it was. Haha. I feel like I should just be practicing a lot more in this level now, because this is probably where my skill range is right now. This was dot dash dash, right? Yeah. I feel like some of the chests, though, I should maybe just be doing two, because 2 letters. Yeah, I don't know, the listening, oh, it's so brutal. So I think it's S is the first one. And then maybe yeah, I think it's H is the next one. And then the last one is dash dash dot, which is G. So let's try SHG. SHG. There we go. Ooh. I got more of these. I think the main thing, like, I need to definitely. The chests don't really feel worth it time-wise, like the amount of time. Obviously, I need to learn it, but as I'm kind of going through here, it just takes so much time. I think it still actually accepted that. Sweet. And then this is dash dash dot. Dash dash dot. No, it's dot. There you go. think I'm back in Steve territory. I think this is kind of where we were seeing him before, right? I think so, at least. I don't know. This is why I need my graffiti mechanic, so I can actually like mark places and know like, hey, I've been here before. Because holy moly, you can get lost pretty quickly. Yeah, okay. Alright, I think... gonna go out of here. I've been playing for long enough to get some stuff here. So the stress monster, I've added this. Thing I think I was gonna do, I mean, 100% will always chase the player. So in that case, what I wanted, I can do that one easily, I think. But I haven't even opened up the code at all today. That's kind of crazy. I was gonna go and open up Stress Manager, basically. Okay, so maybe at a break point, right? I could do the break point, but I also need to have to open up navigation agent. And I'm probably gonna make a public bool for always chasing layer, and this will by default equal false. But basically, I think what I'm gonna do to handle this is in can see player. It goes to the method in a second, maybe, possibly, wondering, hoping and praying and hoping that my thing will eventually do things. I guess I can scroll down and try to find it. Well, it does that instead, I guess. Okay. Can see player. So if the player is dead, we're gonna accept those ones as they will turn them off. But otherwise, if always chasing player, we're gonna return true. True, and I actually have to set this though. We always know where the player is. So we just always just set. Every single time we look for this, we just go, hey, I know where the player is. I'm always chasing you. So suck it up, Buttercup. You're never getting away. I will find you wherever you are, basically, is what he's saying. And so... I'll do a thing here. So if spawn monster safe is active. So if he's actually active, this is when we're gonna do it. Actually, I guess I have to do this as well in Spawn Monster. But essentially, if do I want to make this a percentage based? Yeah, I guess I should do it. Stress monster spawns. Let's just make another one. Stress monster. Always chase. Percentage based breakpoint. And well, by default, maybe I'll make that like 0.95. Wait, no, 0.5. Gonna see the player a lot. It's 0.05. Again, this is the idea that after a certain, like, if you get really high in stress, he's gonna like just know where you are, and he's gonna be gunning for you. I want to make a float for current stress and just make that equal to the value now. So I'm just like constantly dividing it over here, and it's just like making these lines a lot bigger than they need to be, and adding parentheses where they don't need to be. So there we go. So if the monster is safe and active, I should maybe also cache this. Bool is monster active equals this. Just kind of cleans it up a little bit. And then is monster active. So if the monster is active, I guess I should do it. And no, actually, no, I don't want to do that. I want to do just, yeah, this underscore stress spawn stress monster dot always chasing player equals current stress is greater or equal to the stress monster always chase percent. So then I can set that and it'll disappear or appear based on that. So let's just test that theory out. Make sure that actually works. So I'm just gonna max out my stress, and I need to make sure that he can always, he's like always chasing me basically. He should never go off of that. Definitely still getting a couple of these. So I should try to pay attention, I guess, to the errors there. See if I can catch them. I don't think they're kind of harmless in the sense that I don't think they'll break him in the way that he's currently set up. It's just like you don't want just to have errors showing up. Objects are being loaded during domain backup. This is not allowed as it will lead to undefined behavior. Okay. All right. So we're back here. So go mod, stress, put a space. So let's do 50 first. Get him spawned. He should be somewhere. So let's go to the scene view. Let's find him. Right, so he's over here. You know what I really should do to the player? FPS player. Got a little tag. I'm gonna be green. That won't happen until I reload though, so I still need to go over here and then tag this. So I know. Hey, player. Okay. Why are things frozen? Oh, is it doing this? Stupid. Why? Why do you freeze? Cancel? Why is it trying to save that? Close tab. Okay, well maybe now let's just discard those. Ugh. Info objectives. These are crashing into each other because my screen is so tight. But okay. Yeah, thanks. Okay, so he's kind of found me already. So I want to make sure that he actually doesn't know where I am. I think I'm walking into Steve area soon, but let's just. Oh, yep, there we go. There he is. Hello, Steve. I just. There we go. In and out without a trace. Okay. So now he doesn't know where I am, right? He's walking in a completely different direction. But if I go mod stress 50 again, he, I think, instantly turns. Parameter attack does not exist. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, but he shouldn't be attacking. Attack player. So chase player, you can see the player and his physics check for attack distance hits the player, but oh, I know why that happens now. Okay, I changed that like the mask for the volume is like hit trigger. I changed it to be a player layer because I thought that was what I needed to affect the camera, which I don't think I do need that. I'm gonna stop playing for a second. I need to get the profiler back in here. I need to know why this game is so freaking slow sometimes. Why? Oh. Seriously? Why are you doing this? Just put it up here. Actually, just Do both? I don't know. Why not do both? I'll just do edit mode. We'll see how that works. So, right, Joseph. That's what I need to fix here. It's because the damage field is this. It should be player triggers, but I need to now check. If I set that, if I turn him on, yeah, so this no longer gets affected. So I'll need to make sure that this includes player triggers, I think. That's still not being affected. Did I change where he's standing? No. Interesting. Just to check. When it was player, did it work? It did work when it was player, but not when it's player triggers. If I set this to player triggers and this to only player triggers, there must be something else that I have to set. Volume mask. There we go. So this is the actual thing I probably need to change. Yeah. Okay. All right. So let's just go. I think the damage field should be the fine. Okay. So we'll just disable Joseph here. We'll go save, and then I need to go to FPS player. I need to go to main camera. I need to go to volumes and include player triggers. There we go. There's the volume trigger. I wonder, is the issue in this one that there we go. Yeah. That's why I was just assuming the global volume instead of the camera though. Alright, well, we fix that and then don't have to care about that part. Okay. So what's next is yeah, okay, let's just test again that things are working. Profiler still seems to be doing stuff, even though I'm technically in edit mode, or technically in play mode, but okay. Go mod stress 50. Okay, so yeah, there's Joseph. Yeah, it's hacks. It's all hacked. I set it so that they're black, and they have no lighting. So it just naturally fades away into the darkness when you're far away because it's black. It's the hack of all hacks, this colors, but it works for now. What I'm trying to do now is... Okay. Okay, let's look at the scene view again. Let's not try not to click anything that causes moral panic here. I should really add tags to both of the enemies. That would have been smart. I'm gonna quickly go do that. Joseph. They'll get red tags because they're enemies. And Steve. Even though I can see them, I just need to know which one is which, right? So, okay, yeah, so this one is Mr. Other guy, Joseph. No, I want to go like really far away, ideally. And the whole idea is that as soon as I get to 100, you should see, yeah, Joseph, just like he knows now. He knows that I am here. What was the error? Huh. You gotta have a lot now. Objects are trying to be loaded during domain backup. Not sure what's causing that. But he basically like always knows who I am. So he'll just kind of constantly follow me. The other thing though, I feel like I should probably get better at. I kind of want to make it so that like if you're too far away from him, he'll eventually he'll despawn, and then after a certain amount of time he'll spawn himself back in. Because otherwise, right, like this, like I am so far away that even if he's constantly moving towards me, it takes a long time. You know? But again, I guess it's like if you spend too long trying to figure out anything, he'll find you. But at the same time, you get a lot of time. Like I'm just gonna chill in here now. At max stress, right? Like max stress should be like, I need to deal with this. This is not a good situation that I'm in right now. He finally came through, I think, yeah. Oh, that was fun. How did that happen? So because... Oh, he didn't have... Well, I guess I have to still make it, yeah. And room options. I actually don't know what the point of this is. Index of start room. Remove all. Why does this give me back an int? I don't even need this. It already removes the start room. I think this was when I was trying to find a room. Just do that. I don't even need to do that. And then I think... So that was implying that there's basically no options. For him to destroy. Just kind of interesting. Rooms to smash open. Because in a degree, if room options is nothing, then we should probably just nope out. So if room options dot is null or empty, then we're gonna go return. Because there's no point doing anything more. Maybe I should handle this in like a separate function at this point, because like that's a big section of code. Is data set up? Yeah, I'm gonna make a separate function for this. Void handle initial smash. And so we'll take basically this entire section. Is it? No. It's the yellow one here. There we go. And I can definitely invert this one. And even this one. Get a little bit less nesting. Here. All right. Okay, and then all we have to do is put that in there. That's a little bit cleaner. Visually looks a lot nicer. It's efficiently fixed. So yeah. Yeah, it's that's one way to describe it, for sure. So just thinking back to this part. So I got the always chase part. What I'm thinking now, though, is instead of maybe spawning him and despawning him, I wonder if I should like increase his speed depending on how far away he is or something like that. Because that could work, I think. So maybe he like gets less. Goes a little bit faster or something if he's far away from you, or because ideally, it's something I don't want the player to really see. But if he's within like a certain range, he goes faster, because then he'll get closer to you quicker. And I can base it off your like stress level, right? So the more stressed you are, the faster he'll kind of catch up to you. Kind of like that idea. So I think with let's check for these guys. Run speed. Why do I use this twice? Oh, depending on the. Right. Okay. Well, that's fine. Basically, I'm thinking of having a public float speed modifier. And I need to have a private float underscore speed modifier. Modifier. And it'll equal 1 by default. And so the get here will just return speed modifier. But then the set has to do a little bit more fancy things. So it'll first obviously set the speed modifier to be equal to the value. And then I need to know if I'm currently walking or currently running. Which is actually harder than it seems because I'm... Right. What I actually should do then is, if I go back, I should have a private float underscore current base speed. What I actually might do here, current base speed, and then I'll have a private float current base speed. Again, do a little get and set thing. Sorry, it should be uppercase C. There we go. Get. Again, just does the normal underscore current base speed. And the set has to do something a little bit more fancy. So the set will set current base speed to be equal to the value. And then I need to have a method that's called like update speed. Put it somewhere lower down. Private void update speed. And all this is going to do is go nav agent dot speed equals underscore or current base speed times speed modifier. So I take that little method, go back to my properties up here, and each time I change these, I call update speed. And then now I just need to go and find where I use walk speed and run speed. Find all references. Alright, so this, now instead of doing this, I set current base speed equals that, which will then set that and also set this nav mesh speed. And then we go back, and then we go run speed, and then we go find all of those references. And then again, we change this to current base speed. And now for this one, this is kind of going to be interesting. So I think it is going to be run speed times speed modifier. Still, so I'm going to make sure that those are grouped. I'm not sure what the execution order is there. I think, okay, maybe, yeah, so it is important. Because now he can obviously go faster, but this is like, if he's running at his run speed times speed modifier, that's like his max speed, so then his move speed is the max there. And so there we go. I think that nicely groups together everything. Just gonna Set a reminder timer for myself, because in about an hour I'm gonna wrap up. But I got an hour still. I just don't want to get distracted and be missing out. So we are going to see if I guess that works. Well, I guess it doesn't do anything right now, right? So it just has the speed modifier. So I should actually make it do something here. Now, how do I want this to affect it? It's basically, I think this guy already runs something in update, so I can just be doing something there. Basically, I'm going to be checking first, is he close to the player? So there's going to be like a threshold distance that if he's away from the player in that distance, he's going to always have just one modifier. And then as he goes away, I'm going to increase the speed, I guess, based off of the stress multiplier as well. Well, that's a lot of modifiers. But, well, here we are. Okay. So let's go serialize field, private, float, min distance for increased speed. I'm gonna say 20. I don't know. Again, I can change these. And then distance, distance for max increased speed, and I'll set this to 40. So if you're 40 units away, that's when he's gonna move the quickest. So this is going to be alert value basically from you're at 20, you're basically no increased speed, and then at 40 you're 1. So it's modifying it like that. And then so maybe actually I should change it. I might change it to 30. And then the next one is how much, I guess, stress should hold into this. I guess stress, again, is going to be kind of like a modifying value, right? So if it's 50, when he shows up, there's going to be nothing. Or I guess I could do it all the way from 1. So when he spawns in, it's going to be 50% strength. Because otherwise, it's going to be pretty small. Distance based speed increase, and this is a multiplier, but I think I'm gonna like make it 5. So he'll move 5 times as fast if you're 30 units away from him. That's kind of the idea. And again, it's gonna be halved if you're only at half speed. I guess this is always as well, like it doesn't matter if he can see you or not, but I think that's fine. So in here, I'm going to be checking if underscore spawned stress monster dot safe is active. We are going to then get the distance from the player. Yes. So float distance from player. I guess actually distance. Why am I screwing this distance. Okay. Screwing up so many weird things. I need to check as well if base player, base character dot character is not equal null. Kind of sucks to be doing those in update every single frame, but yeah, whatever. It's kind of what you got to do. So the distance from player equals spawn stress monster dot transform dot position minus this guy dot transform dot position. And then I need to go and do a thisy thingy. And since I'm doing this every frame, I'm going to do square magnitude. So I might just make a note here, square. And then, is that actually going to work nicely though? I might have to just go with magnitude. I'll just go with magnitude. Otherwise, it's actually going to like scale up in a weird way. So I'll just do magnitude. I'll suck it up. And then, okay. So we will then take float distance from player. What I want to do is go minus equals and score min distance for increased speed. If we minus it, then we can check if distance from player is less than or equal to 0. We set spawn stress monster dot speed modifier to be equal to 1. One thing I'm realizing about this is since I'm doing this every single frame, I should probably check in this instead of applying the speed. Go if underscore speed modifier equals value. We're just going to return. Because again, there's no reason to go and do update speed. Even though update speed's pretty simple as a function, there's literally no reason to do that otherwise. And otherwise, we are going to divide, I guess, float multiplier equals the distance from player divided by the underscore distance for max speed minus min distance. Right, so that'll get me a 0 to 1 value. I guess it actually won't give me no 0 to 1. It can give me a higher than 1. So let's go here. We'll go mathf dot clamp dot clamp 0 to 1. Okay. So then we have the little multiplier. And what we're gonna do with the multiplier. So that's without the stress multiplying onto it. Which I should also, I guess, be doing. Do I want to apply the stress to it? Yeah, probably. I think because I want the stress to play this factor, but I'm gonna make two variables. One is the distance multiplier. The next is the float of stress modifier. Hey, girlie, do you need some treats to make you feel better? Want to go up? Up. Okay. Stress modifier will equal to no, she was just down in the other bed because there was a bone, like an old bone there, and I think she was just chewing on it for a bit. Just sniffing away. All right. So stress modifier basically just simply equals the current stress, or what stress level property dot value divided by max stress level property dot value. What's wrong? Why are you whining? You need some pets? You're a good girl. Oh, good girl. Give her a couple more treats. There we go. All right, that's all you get for now. And so the effective thing here is we go this, instead of saying 1, we set it to the distance-based speed increase times by distance multiplier times by stress modifier. Okay. Maybe a little crazy to do every update, but whatever. Okay. I think those were old errors, but yeah, I think that was the old error. Okay, so we'll hope at least. So just make sure I've recompiled. And we'll see. You're just pining for treats. I know you are. You're faking being sad just because you want treats. Given you quite a few already. You should be okay. You're a good girl. Never had treats in her life. Lily had quite a few already today. I was being generous. I was even giving you some when people weren't even paying me points for it. Alright, Karazest has insisted. There you go. Oh, Steve's in the next room though. That's not fun. We'll say hi to Steve. Hi, Steve. Let's go over here. Okay, so again, gone far away. We'll even go one more. Alright, actually I want to kind of save here. And now let's go mod stress 50. Ooh, look at that zoomy Gonzalez. But yeah, as he gets closer, he kind of gets slower. But then if I kind of run away from him, or he's kind of... can kind of catch up a little bit, you know? And then yeah, once he gets closer, he's still as slow. Basically just going to be that constant threat. I really like how that works. I don't have to spawn him in or anything, and then should be all fine. Let's see, just checking loading. That work nicely now. Oh jeez. Oh right, of course, yeah. He spawns next to me, yeah, because yeah. So now let's go mod stress -60. Bye bye. Sweet. I am very happy with that. I think I'm very happy with that. I don't need to do this. I think he's done. I think the way he works now is pretty awesome. So let's celebrate. We did another task. I don't have a pet, so I'm living vicariously through other people's pets. Yeah. I assume you don't have one because like your whatever your living situation is doesn't allow it, or is there other reasons why you don't have pets? I know a lot of people that live in apartments, you know, have that issue because they aren't allowed them. Right, I still have to do that. Right, another thing actually I want to do is make chests have wow, horse dandruff. That's a fun one. But yeah, I guess yeah, having the allergic partner. I mean, there's hypoallergenic dogs though, right? Like there's dogs that don't have the allergenic thing. I mean, obviously corgis are not one of them, but there are dogs that don't have that effect mostly. But I don't know. It could also just be that they don't like the. Could be other issues, but yeah. But no, like there's like legitimately there's like dogs that let me switch this up here. Hypo I'm gonna allergenic dogs. Hopefully Google hypoallergenic dogs, right? So there's all these types of dogs that don't I guess like I said, there's no 100%, but there dog breeds or mixed breeds, but there are many dog breeds that are less allergenic for people with dog allergies. These dog breeds have non-shedding coat that produces less dander, and don't fret, aren't alone. Yeah. I don't know. It's kind of surprising some of the dogs that like you can see that like are supposedly non-allergenic. They still have some protein in them. Oh, it's like super susceptible to it, yeah. But you know, it's interesting, right? Like these type of dogs, right? Like that's so much fur. Or like, what was this one? This one, like the Barbet. Damn. But like, I guess because the fur is specific, it doesn't have as much of the dander. But yeah. I had an American Eskimo at one point. Supposedly that was like a less allergenic dog. We didn't need it for that reason, but we just had a hypoallergenic dog. I remember what G is. Is G dot? Yeah. Dash dash dot. Okay. But yeah. They still have some, yeah. So that's unfortunate. Make chests have loot tables instead of just one item. Yeah. So this is actually. Can I move this? This is what I wanted to do. So I'm gonna work on that next. Can you actually hear her whining? I need to practice more at this level, yeah. But like this is, I think, the level that I need to actually work at now. She's just so insistent. Hey. She's so cute. There you go. Problem is she knows that if she keeps whining, she gets them. And I need to probably break that loop. Yeah, so I keep getting these calls. I probably need to find some way set destination. Where do these got called? What I should probably do is just like have an if check here. If underscore nav agent dot enabled is, or it's not enabled. Just return, so I don't get these silly errors. It's all in the same method, I think, right? Set destination, set destination, set destination. Okay, this one's slightly different. Chase player, resume. It's very weird because none of these should get called, but as soon as I disable myself, do I have to call like stop all coroutines? Even though that should get called on disable, but maybe it's like the game object being enabled keeps it going. I don't know. Hopefully that'll clear out some of those errors. Yeah, what I wanted to do next is you know what you're doing. I don't think you're really as sad as you are. I think you're now playing it up.
You're playing it up for the audience that can hear you, so that they'll think I'm so horrible and I'm not beating Lago.
Poor innocent doggo. You're how sad you. I just gotta ignore it for a little bit, even though it's like it's really sad sounding. Yes. When she lays down and just kind of chills, that's when you actually have to kind of give her things. It's kind of a weird loop. Right, so the thing I was thinking about next. Relentless. Yeah, last little thing. Oh, okay. Before I go into that though, I just want to know It's like, does this label font here on all the doors, does it have a, no, it doesn't have any of the dirt kind of thing on it. So the only weird thing is like, it's not as apparent in this room, but it's pretty apparent here. Right, like the striping looks so perfect. But then the walls are all degraded. And I don't know how to fix that. Probably have to have a similar like dirt map as the other one and then kind of overlay it. But it's just using a nice little shader right now instead of their kind of crazy one. Can I see what would happen? So it was Zarin. No, it's not Zarin Labs. What do I call this other? Yeah, it's gonna lag there. Theater when I click on this. I don't know why it does, but it does. I just wanted to know what the shader was called. Okay, you know what? This is gonna take too long. I don't care. It's whatever it is. You can deal with it later. I'll just let it do its thing, I guess. The main thing I wanted to do right now is go to chest data. So right now in chest data, I have an items inside value. And what I'd rather do, I find file references. Is in the situation that I spawn something, I would like to if instant return. So yeah, I would like to instead run a loot table and then spawn something from that. Because if I did that, then I could, instead of making, let's see, is Unity unfrozen yet? No, it's still. Jeez. Oh, in Unity.
It's not that bad.
I don't know, whatever you're doing, you should not be doing Unity. Because it's... Come on, man. I'm not debugging yet, I'm not. Okay, I want to see, what was this lag spike? Can I see anything useful from this information here? Application check. Okay. This just takes so long just to click on this. It's so weird. Yeah, okay, so this TMP editor panel. Inspector GUI. Can seem to do things. GI, get geometry hash for instance. Okay. If I go a frame back. I don't know why this takes so long to do. I don't know why. TMP editor panel on Inspector GUI. Something happens in there that decides that it's gonna take forever. I want to see if what's inside this function. TMP underscore editor Is this not? It's not maybe it's a generated file. It might be like it's because it's TextMesh Pro editor resources, not editor resources, scripts, editor, and then editor panel, right? I think this is what I was talking about. Editor panel. Let's just look at this. Editor panel. Draw extra settings. So this must be, yeah, there's a base editor panel. And they have, holy moly, that's a lot of fields on Inspector GUI. There's something in there, I don't know. Something in there calls GI Scene Manager, I guess. Is that the idea? Here. Okay, so TMP on Inspector GUI somehow calls GI Scene Manager get geometry hash. Yeah, that's like the main thing that just kills everything. Get geometry hash, for instance. What in this would actually call that? Can I command F GI scene? It's not actually directly calling it. GI Scene Manager. Can I copy this text somewhere? No? Okay. It's definitely getting distracted from what I want, but this like freezes my editor so much that get geometry hash for instance ID. Okay. isn't useful. Seems like it's just a me issue, I guess. Geometry, for instance, I don't know. GI instances. Yeah, it's creating a shoot ton of garbage, which is part of the flow aspect to it. Check as well in here. This also doesn't have GI scene manager, no? Okay. Actually, I have no idea how editor panel ends up calling that, which makes it hard to debug in any real, actual sense. Slider. Yeah, none of these are taking up any sort of space. It's just this. It just takes a shoot ton of garbage and lots of processing power every single time it happens. Erg. Why do you want to slow down my game? Okay. Just dithering, dude. Not much. Okay. Let's see. Does this do anything nice? Yeah, some aliasing does some stuff. Okay, we'll just leave it at that. Okay, back to the chest data thing. The actual thing that's important. I wish I could figure out why this would be not a dick, but it's seemingly hard. So, what I think I want to do is I need to make an item loot table. I have like a generic loot table thing, class. Loot table, right? But it has like the enemies in it, and it has the items and all these other things. Or is this the actual? Oh, it's the generic spawn table. Generic spawn table. Where do I put this? Spawn table. In this same area, I want to just make a C# script item loot table. I mean, I reboot the computer pretty often, and it's a recurring issue, so, you know. I don't know why it would keep happening otherwise. So now I want to go to loot table for a second. I need to remember how to inherit this. So I have one that is no filter. Alright, so I just need to do loot table T of item data. No. How does generic spawn table? I guess it has some item data and an item count. So I should just make like a spawn thing. Yeah, I'll just make a spawny thing. Yeah, so I don't know. There's something in TMP, it seems, that when navigating through inspectors or like cleaning up the inspector of going maybe away, maybe it's like when you click on the text and then you go to something else, there's like garbage that just gets collected or something. I don't know. Weird. But it'll freeze up my editor now. So yeah. I'm just gonna go system dot serializable item or public class item info, and so this will then have a public item data drop in item data and a public int item count. Item data and item count. So then we in here go item. I'm gonna have to go item loot table dot item info. Okay. And then I might make a method in here called public item instance spawn instance, and what we'll do is we will return item data dot spawn instance with item count. And I think that's actually all I need to write for this thing. This needs to as well be system dot serializable. What I should be able to do now is replace this with the item loot table. I'll even rename this loot table. And then in chest, which will now have some issues, we're gonna take item instance equals chest data dot loot table dot run table. need a seed. In this case, though, do I need a seed? Oh, I can set seed equals null. So that's fine. Okay, so I'll do that. Null. And then dot spawn instance. I guess I should probably do like something like this. And then we should probably just go if item instance does not equal null. Yeah, you can have an empty chest, hypothetically, but I'm probably not going to be that mean. So yeah, we'll run the table, we'll get an item, and then we'll do that. Now I guess what's actually interesting... So one thing that's interesting about my thing is I have these pre-rolled options, right? The problem with pre-rolls is they only really work right now if I pull by these by random. Because there's a min count that you add. And what I could do is add an option here. So this is all in weighted item. Wait, what? No, weighted items here. Weighted items. Total weight is private. Okay, and then what I might want to do is have a public int we can go min items to pre-roll. I'll make it 0 by default, and then when I go refresh table, I can actually make it so that while so this is basically adding to a pre-rolled list, so I need to actually go void add item to pre-rolled. And what is this? What is item in this case? Item is a weighted item. Weighted item. Item. And so what we can do here I need to add an int count here. If item min count, we'll only do it in this section. So instead of item min count here, we will just do count. And then this is just basically getting a list for this. go in here and call add item to pre-rolled. Gonna do item and then call item dot min count. And the whole reason I'm separating this is so that below here I can say while oh, that's kind of annoying that these are separated lists, so I need to know now total count of all the pre-rolls. So a bunch of different lists. A private little variable here. Private int amount pre-rolled equal to 0. Each time I refresh the table, I will set this to 0. And then each time we add something to the list, we're going to go plus plus. And then basically now I just do amount, while amount pre-rolled is less than min items to pre-roll. And then what I do why do I need item here? Filter flag. So I basically want to run this. And get something. Get random and remove. That's annoying. So the filter flag is going to be annoying because I would need to know what the filter flag is of the thing I chose. Oh, and also the fact that I can't run the table because run table goes through pre-rolls. Return. So maybe I need to like separate a section out here that will give me just the weighted item. But nothing actually here has the weighted item. Oh god, that's so painful. Would have to return me both the filter and the value, because I could technically break this out into filter and value, right? That's essentially what it needs. I don't actually put an item by itself anymore here, right? So we could separate that out, right? Again, T value and should be wrapping up soon, actually. I'm just gonna give myself 3 more minutes. I want to just try to finish this little section of code, even if I'm not gonna get it like what is my filter flag? U filter flag. then I gotta really get going. It's waking up earlier. T value, filter flag, count. And then up here we just go item dot value, item dot filter flag, comma. And then here I need to find if I go through here, I get all the weight, I go, and then you return back the role of the item. So I could take this, it would give me back the filter flag and a value. Private. In this case, I want to kind of get a tuple of t comma u. And run table no re-roll. And I'm gonna cut that, paste that in here, and then in here we're gonna go return run table no pre-roll dot item 1. And then in here, we're going to say if no filter flags. I guess I need to take that in. I guess I need to take in filter flags. I do need to take in filter flags. Filter flags. And the seed still, yeah. Seed, comma, filter flags. Wow, 3 minutes went by quickly. Just a few moments. No filter flags. We just take this and let's define it here. Okay. So if this is the case, we return comma the filter flag type. So this would be pair dot p. And then we have to in here. Oh, hey Blank Cat, how's it going? It's good. I was just about to sign off basically. I'm just trying to figure out my loot table here just so that I can run a few times without needing other things. Ooh. What does this get called? Refresh table here and here. Do these things have any concept right now of seeds? This one does. The random seed. I don't think this one does though. Unless, what does this get called from? Spawning manager. Ag. Okay, well that's gonna be at the to-do is I'm not gonna get around that. No worries. Thanks for lurking. Runt table. I knew that looked weird. So the filter flags would be none, but in this, I would need a seed to run this, basically. So I probably need to add in a seed. Otherwise, it's not going to be predictable, but does it matter? It might not matter. Base random. To do maybe supply random into this method. Okay. All right. Guess the only thing I want to check is, does this actually show up in my chest data now that I have defined? Because if it does, then that's great. I can start working with that a little bit more, and it'll be a lot easier to set these things up. Just need to go, I think it's in conf data, configs, chests, yeah. Loot table, items to pre-roll, weighted items. I can add one. I can say weight 1, and then I can say an item. Sweet. So now, instead of having 2 different chests, I can have one basic chest that has a weighting of multiple different items. Of course, these tutorial chests I do need to make a little bit different. Weight 1. This, it doesn't matter which order I do. It just needs to have 3 of each. So that one was wires. This one, the weight of 1, and this needs to always be scrap metal, and again 3. So there we go. Just want to put something in here. I guess this was like 5, and then if I added another one, this would be weight 1, value, scrap metal 5. And so basically this is my basic chest now, and I should basically just go to level gen, or not level gen, table, base table, and I only need the basic chest. I don't need this one anymore, so this one can go bye-bye. All right. Okay. Okay, one last little play. I just want to see the new, if I do a new game, works, and then we're gonna find somebody to raid, because yeah, that's what I need to do. Wow, there's like nobody on right now. Well, we'll see how it goes. Oh crap, I didn't want to load game. I wanted to do a new game. I've muted this tab. Mute tab. Yeah. A new game. So let's see. Open E. Oh. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. Alas, it did not work. It did not open and give me anything. Chest. Why did you not give me anything? Go to menu. I didn't even debug this. didn't want to. Now I'm getting null references from this. Oh, that's interesting. Where's spawn monster coming in? Come again? This and this should be on level loaded. That should be after the monster, the player is in there, but I don't know. Okay, whatever. What is going on here? Disconnect for a second. I don't need you to freeze. Okay. All exceptions. No. Use area exceptions. I don't care about all of you. All I wanted to know is why. Open E. So, loot table doesn't have anything pre-rolled, has one weighted item. But I guess when I go next, item instance is null? No, it does have an item. Right. What? Oh, it is null. Okay. So something about running this gave me nothing. So I guess I'll have to see why that does that next time. Oh well, I'm very much out of time, so I will raid somebody. I found, I think, a person. Rainlight Studios. Alright, crap. I'm gonna raid them. And for anyone in here that has not joined the Discord, which is probably unlikely, but if you are so inclined, you want to join the Discord, give that a join. Otherwise, we're gonna raid, and I'm gonna have this little Morse code for raiding. Copy and paste that if you want. And Rainlight Studios. Let's give this guy a raid. He's seemingly doing something in Unity, so it's like my only prerequisite. I also see a dog, so Karazes will be happy. I think it's a dog. It might be a cat. It's some sort of animal in a bed, sleeping. So we will see when we get over there. I'll see you guys over there. I'll be hanging out for a few minutes, but I gotta get going pretty quickly. So thanks again for everyone for watching and joining in, and I'll see you next time, which is probably Wednesday, I think. Wednesday morning, usual time. See you then. Bye-bye.